I want to clarify something for the men. If you're in the dating pool and you happen to be interested in somebody, but they've got kids, can I just make something really clear for you? Most of the time when you're dating a single mum, they're not looking for another dad for the kids. The kids have already got a dad. You don't need to become a dad. What that woman wants is companionship. She wants a friend. She wants someone to support and love her, not someone to financially support the children. That's her job. That's our role as a parent. You're not the parent. Okay, so although I understand it is something to take into consideration, especially if you're looking at a long-term situation where you do end up conjoining finances, but unless that woman is a widow or unless there's exceptional circumstances, these children have their own father figure. You can be involved in their life, but most single mums who are dating for the right intentions are not looking for a financial handout. We just want somebody to love us, just like you do, just like all the women without children do as well. There are a lot of perks on dating a single mum. Snacks, cooking, we understand responsibility. We know what it means to show up even when you don't feel like it. We know what it means to love, like really love something, someone, to take care.
It feels wild that I'm even making this video right now because it feels like it's so obvious, but I just watched this dating coach this woman who's a single mom on settling for any man she can have because no man would want to be with a single mom. Someone has a problem with you being a single parent, that comes from insecurity. If there's ever a feeling that someone is making you feel small or shrinking you, making you feel less than of who you are in a beautiful part of your life, that is coming from their insecurity.
This is why I feel like dating as a single mom is harder than dating as a regular 24-year-old, okay? And this is why I'm going to tell you. Aside from the kids, I think that the hardest thing about dating as a single mom is that when you're dating someone, you're competing with other 24-year-olds who have not have children. They do not have stretch marks. They have perfect little tight little abs, and I'm over here with, you know, my diastasis recti in my fucking abdomen, okay? On top of that, I've lost a lot of weight, but it's not like super firm. It's like jiggly, okay? Right? And then on top of that, after you're done breastfeeding, do you know what your titties look like? Have you seen titties after breastfeeding? Mine look like tube socks with a tennis ball. At 24 years old, dating, I'm competing with girls who have firm C cups. I have a saggy B. At best. At fucking best. Okay, guys? So, I'm competing with girls who are so fucking attractive. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. If anyone could give me any confidence boost, that would be great.
I'm a single mom to a 2-year-old, and let me tell you where I've gone wrong in every dating situation I've been in since becoming a mother. So I've been in 1.5 relationships since having my son. We're not gonna talk about the half. We're just gonna focus on the one. Number one mistake, no dating process. I feel like I want a family and I want a unit and I wanna be loved so bad. I ignore the dating process. When in reality, this is something that is so necessary. And upon reflection, I need it. I need a dating process. You need to be courted by a man. If you want a high value man, if you want a man to match your energy as a confident, successful woman, they need to court you.
So I've noticed lately that broke men are trying to convince single mothers that rich men don't want them. And the funniest thing about that to me is the reasons are usually like, oh, it's so much harder, it's going to be more expensive. They're looking at the children as obstacles. They're looking at these women as used goods. And here's the thing. Successful men don't base what they want off of how easy it is to get it. In fact, in my experience, when there's a bit of a challenge, it's more exciting for them. They're not going to go with the easiest lay, right? They're going to go with someone that's interesting to them. And the qualities that make someone a good mother really makes them an interesting person and a really good partner too. So, food for thought. These broke guys, dusty guys, really shitty guys are going to try to convince you that you're not worth as much because they're trying to get a baddie for a discount.
She's spinning a cute little fantasy where broke men invented the idea that wealthy, high-value men don't want single mothers, but successful men are not looking for a side quest. They're looking for peace, legacy, and the lowest possible chance of raising another man's child. Men with options choose the lowest risk, highest value partner, not the one with the most complications. Meanwhile, she frames single motherhood as a beautiful part of her life, but expects men to pretend the cost, responsibility, and risk don't exist. She isn't defending single mothers, she's defending her dating market position, because deep down, she knows her dating position is in the sewers, and the most she gets from guys is a Friday night pump and dump by guys who are bored.
Well, it's her own fault.
When a 24-year-old becomes a single mom, the dating world doesn't care about the backstory. It only reflects the reality. And the reality is that younger adults having kids without stability, without marriage, without long-term planning, end up right where she is now, competing against women who didn't make those mistakes. And that's why younger people need to slow down, plan carefully, and only have children with someone they deeply trust, ideally inside a stable, secure relationship or marriage. At this point, her best path isn't chasing validation from men, it's pouring her energy into her child, leaning on family support, and building the stable environment her child needs. Romance can come later. Right now, responsibility comes first.
It's true. That is true.
She's doing that classic single mom gymnastics routine, acting shocked that some men aren't lining up to accept her situation, while ignoring the part where she created the situation outside of a stable relationship in the first place. Now, she wants to pretend that any man who doesn't want to raise another man's kid is insecure. Men aren't intimidated by her independence. They're uninterested in inheriting responsibilities they didn't create.
You got that right.
She's sitting there confessing that every dating mistake she's made as a single mom comes down to one thing. She keeps skipping the entire courtship process because she wants a family so badly she'll hand out boyfriend packages to men she barely knows. And then she acts surprised when it all blows up in her face. She should have followed that advice before she got pregnant and before she became a single mum, not afterwards.
Poor, deluded females.
She says a man isn't responsible for the kids, as if relationships magically stop at the front door and he can just date the mother while pretending the children don't exist. She wants a man to emotionally invest, romantically invest, and eventually financially merge lives, while pretending that her children won't become his responsibility the moment things get serious. That's not how relationships work. Most people date with the intention of getting into a relationship one day, so unless she's offering up herself to get ran through, those extra snacks in the cupboard are of no use to a man. Unless she expects him to show up 1 year down the line and say, "Sorry kid, can't pay for dinner, your mum said I'm only here for companionship." She's basically asking for long-term commitment with short-term accountability.
It's so useless!
Real men of genius.